Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am privileged enough to be joined by a very good friend of mine. I'll be having such episodes whereby I'll be bringing in my friends to show us their skills and share with us some good recipes that they have. Today I'm joined by Mr. Mlata. Karibu sana, Mr. Mlata Mondanda.
Okay, thank you. Hi guys, I'm Lacha, as you've heard. Today basically our menu will be dry fried beef and some saute and pilipili. So basically this is a way of showing our appreciation to you guys. We are expressing our love to you guys
Through
food, good food. Basically, the art of cooking is love. So enjoy our love, and for new subscribers, feel free to like her page
And share our
channel
content.
and share, subscribe to already our subscribers. Drop a comment, criticize where you want to criticize, and like where you are, and show love where you have to show love. Welcome.
He has pretty much done my bits, so let's get to cooking.
So guys, today we have beef, potatoes, onions, grounded pepper, Pilau Masala, Royco, turmeric, curry powder and grounded garlic, and tomatoes, dania and hoho. That will be basically our ingredients for today.
So guys, we are blanching these tomatoes so that we help in just making things easier. So I am cutting an X here so that when we blanch them, it will be easier to peel. Blanching is the act of putting your vegetables in hot water so that they either cook or just speed up your whole process of cooking. So we'll put them in water and let it boil for a few minutes, and that's the act of blanching.
Basically what we start with, we boil the potatoes. We boil the potatoes using salt and turmeric. There we go. So there we go. We add turmeric to the water and salt. Then we leave it to boil. Then we go to the meat. Basically we start with the onions. We cook the onions first. We leave the onions till they turn golden brown.
You want them to be completely golden brown?
Not completely, okay, but something similar to that, golden brown. We leave the onions So now our onions are almost cooked. So what we do, we start adding spices. The first one we add is curry powder. And we leave it to cook for a minute. The second spice we'll add is Pilau Masala. Then we leave the Pilau Masala also to cook like for a minute or so. depending on how you want it. Then from there we add the meat. Make sure your heat is moderate so that it doesn't burn the onions on the meat. Then we leave the meat to blend with the onions and the spices. For now, we just add a little bit of the soup we use when boiling the meat. You can either use a lid or you cannot use a lid, depending on how you want it.
To cover it so that it cooks.
Basically, it's for the spices, for the flavors to stay inside. But you can either decide not to use them. So we decide to use the lid for the flavors. Now our tomatoes are ready. We can peel them and start cooking the pilipili.
So guys, after a few minutes, our potatoes already peeled by themselves. What did I say?
Potatoes.
I said potatoes.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, our tomatoes have already peeled. You see the way we put the eggs here? It really helped. So I have shocked it with some cold water, but it's really still too hot. But this is just how your tomatoes will look like.
After this, we add Royco. We add Royco to the meat. Fry it and let the meat blend well with the Royco. Add a little bit of soy sauce, dark preferably. Then we leave it for a few minutes for all the ingredients to blend in, for you to taste. From there we are good to go.
And our meat is ready.
Our meat will be ready in like 3 minutes. Yeah. So we leave the meat to simmer for like 2 to 3 minutes. Our meat will be ready. Yeah. So basically what we do now from here, we just deep fry the potatoes for a few minutes.
To just get the crunch.
The crunchiness and the coat.
Okay.
So now
I'm never that rough in the kitchen.
yeah, I know. Let them coat first. We just give them like a minute or two for them to coat. Then we add other potatoes. We just doing them bit by bit for now. So basically our first bunch of potatoes are done. We just put them in a bowl.
That crunch, you can hear it.
You can deep fry them to get the crunchiness you want, depending on how crunchy you need them to be. So you can't really put a time limit to them. So now basically we are in the final stage of cooking our sauté. We'll start by cooking the onions and the other ingredients, and we'll also start cooking the pilipili right now. Basically, just cook the onion. Let the onions to turn golden brown. So now we add the hoho. And we let them cook for a few minutes, basically. And for the pilipili, our onions are cooked. Now what we can do, we can add the the garlic. Yeah, we'll add the garlic first of all. We let the garlic cook for a minute or two till you get that flavor of onions and garlic. Then you give it time 2 or 3 minutes. And nitaweka. So for now, our hoho is almost done. Just give it a minute or so. Then we add, what we can add from here is Royco. No. We add Royco. Sorry. We let it simmer for a few minutes. Then we go back to our garlic and onions. We just let them cook for a few. We add some light soy sauce to the hoho and onions. So now we can add the potatoes. Gently add the potatoes. Just gently stir them and make sure they don't break. Yeah, basically that is it. And now we can add our pepper to the garlic and onions, and you make sure you leave the pepper. You make sure you leave the pepper till it chokes you. Just give it time to cook. Dhania to the potatoes. That is our final part in cooking the potatoes. Just give it a minute or so, because basically our saute is done at this time. Yeah. Now we have our saute ready. Basically now, after our pepper is ready, we add the paste, the tomato paste. We will create it and give it time. What we basically do is just add a little bit of tomato paste to the pilipili, then we are done. We just let it simmer for a few minutes for the paste to be uniform, to be we just basically have to wait for it to simmer for a few minutes. Yeah, this is what you get.
When are we adding the sugar?
After the tomatoes are well cooked. So now basically our pilipili is ready. What we do to it, we add a little bit of sugar for it to be hot and sweet. For you to get that hot and sweet flavor in the pilipili. Then you stir it up. And you leave it for the pilipili and the sugar to blend for a minute. It is ready. You can take it off the heat, let it cool off for a few minutes, then you can serve.
So finally the food is plated and served, ready to eat. I saw the smell in here is amazing. Apart from the coughing and the sneezing and the choking we've been through because of the pilipili, the rest was just pretty much amazing. The smell was fantastic and I am drooling right now. Time to dig in. So guys, my favorite part of the show is here, eating. I hope you've learned a few things, if not everything. We're about to eat and just confirm if whatever our friend here has made for us today is the ish. You're not trying out with me?
No, you just try first.
I tried first.
I tried first and
then I tell my viewers if it's
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah. So how do you find it?
Relax. I am composing. Let me try the chili and see. Oh wow. Guys, the chili is hot, but it also has a sweetness from the sugar. The meat pairs perfectly. Okay, the potatoes will help calm down all the hotness from the chili, but they pair in perfectly well. I really like it. I really do.
So let me try what I've made for them.
Okay. It's good, guys. It's really good. It's so good. I love onions.
What I like about the food is I'll try to blend in the potatoes, the meat, and the chili
In one bite.
in one bite, so that I feel the explosion of flavor.
There's a whole lot of flavors going on.
Yeah, so I just want to experience the flavors, the burst of flavors in it.
Well, it's really good.
Generally, I like the meal. Try it.
Please do.
Go step by step. Follow our recipe, and you'll never go wrong.
So, guys, please share the pictures once you try this recipe out. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your recipe with us.
It's my pleasure.
So guys, till next time, God bless you.
And one more thing, please subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe.
Please. We just want to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Road to 1,000 subscribers.
For now. then you get to the
5,000
next.
will
Yeah,
be the
exactly.
next.
Please subscribe, share with your friends, tell your friends, tell a friend to subscribe. Thank you. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.